Hello everybody, this is Rocker Game 45 and it's time to do yet another discussion video about Doom Eternal. This time it's time to talk about the weapons. As they've promised, there's going to be new weapons and abilities in Doom Eternal. So, what are they going to be? Are they old guns and things returning to the series, or are they going to be complete new ones? First thing we can talk about is Doom multiplayer. I say this in particular because in Doom 2016 and Doom Snap Map as well, there was a handful of brand new weapons that we did not get to use in the campaign. These obviously include the Vortex Rifle, the Hell Shot, the Grenade Launcher, the Reaper, and a few other weapons as well. Any of these when they come to Snap Map, come to Doom campaign, there's a chance in a couple of them. I don't think it's going to be a definite yes. But it'd be cool to see the Hell Shot possibly, but more likely will probably be the Grenade Launcher, or possibly even the Reaper, just because it's a hellish weapon. We could see the Reaper, but out of all of them, I think the most likely one it would be of course the Grenade Launcher, just because it's more of an explosive type weapon. It fits well in Doom. It adds another explosive weapon. I said also we had before was sort of the rocket launcher and grenades, so we can see another nice explosive one. That'd be quite cool. But when you look at weapons like the static rifle, there's no way they're ever going to make their way into the campaign. They're only kind of okay-ish in multiplayer. Snap that they were terrible, and the campaign they'd be terrible as well. So guns like that will never show up in the campaign. So yeah, out of all the multiplayer weapons in Doom 2016, I reckon the Grenade Launcher is the highest chance, followed by the other Reaper or the Hell Shot, and that's literally it. So the next couple of things I want to talk about, of course, is Hell weapons. I really want to see a hellish weapon in the game, because in the campaign we pretty much all we saw was UNC built weapons. It'd be really cool to see what the Hell army themselves have been sort of making, what they've created in Hell. That could be one of the new enemy types we're going to see, because we see double the enemy types. It could be a new sort of zombie-ish demon thing that carries a different weapon, and we get to try out that weapon. It'd be cool to see how the Hell weapons work, and of course a good example of this is the Unmaker from Doom 64. We've not seen that since. Could we see it now? Something like it. Obviously, I don't think we're going to see the exact Unmaker, but it'd be cool to see something along the lines of a hellish weapon that does the same sort of thing, but maybe a bit more sort of gory, because it's Doom, the new Doom, and they love things to be gory. So I reckon we could see something along the lines of an Unmaker in the new Doom, just with his own little twist. And of course, the weapon will be upgraded anyway, like all the other weapons are, if they bring back that, which I'm pretty sure if they said because of the new abilities, that's going to be a definite yes. Other weapons is something that we saw in Doom 2016 as well, but we didn't get to really use it. Of course, that's like the Hell Crucible sword thing that Samuel Hayden had at the end. That would be really cool as a, not replacement, but also a second kind of chainsaw sort of thing. So it takes a certain amount of hits before it runs out of energy, but it also does glory kills every time like the chainsaw does. And of course, the bigger the enemy, the more sort of energy it takes up. That'd be something really cool to see. I'd really like to see sort of Doom guy just holding this weird energy sword and decapitating an archer or something like that. It'd fit well in the Doom universe. Even though it is a sword and that kind of doesn't fit, it just still has that kind of glory kill, epic splatter of blood moment, just like the other chainsaw had in Doom 2016. If the sword thing does end up being part of the game, that's how it would work. I can't see it just being like an average weapon. It had to be some sort of mechanic like the chainsaw, so you have a set fuel, set energy, set amount of kills, and you have to sort of charge it up. Or maybe because it's a Hell sort of energy, maybe over time, maybe if you get like, I don't know, a certain amount of kills, that's how it works. Kind of like the next weapon I want to talk about, the Soul Cube. Could we even possibly think that a Soul Cube will show its face again? Personally, for me, no. It'd be really cool to see a Soul Cube though, because honestly, I think the Soul Cube would have worked better in Doom 2016. in terms of its attack. Obviously, it kind of would work in its sort of everything really, in its gameplay as well. How it changed the gameplay, because obviously in Doom 3 it gave you your full health back, so it was really good for when you're playing on the harder difficulties and your health's quite low. Throw him in, and you got all your health back. But because when it killed the Cyber Demon at the end of Doom 3, that makes me alone think that Doom 2016 should have had something like this, or hopefully Doom Eternal as well, because the way it sort of ripped its leg off, and it was quite gory and kind of unique in the Doom 3 universe, because at this point we've literally just seen the humans getting all the bad sort of treatment, and the demons sort of only just getting killed, and not what the poor enemies in Doom 2016 had to suffer. So seeing the Cyber Demon get a bit of more of a worse fate than these other enemies was pretty interesting, and that's why it makes me think it'll work in Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal, just because the Soul Cube can literally, after you've got a certain amount of kills, obviously it's going to be the new Doom, so it'll be a lot more kills than it was in Doom 3. It sort of, you slide it out like you did in the other one, and you just literally see the Imp, the Revenant, whatever you have, explode with guts when you're ripping their legs off. Have the same sort of similar attack that it did to the Cyber Demon on all these different enemies. It could also have a unique sort of attack on each one as well. So like maybe with a Caco Demon goes straight in the mouth and you just see it explode or something like that. It could work. It really could work. And I think Doom 2016 is really where the Soul Cube should have showed its face. But of course we saw it a bit early, and will we see it again? I don't know. I don't think so. Even though I do think it worked quite well. We've not seen hardly anything come back from the Doom 3 world, apart from the sort of Hell Knight look, and that's really about it. So could we see a Soul Cube? It's possible. They said they've been listening to the fans, and maybe a few people, maybe a large amount of people, wanted the Soul Cube to come back. It'd be cool. It definitely would, but I'm not sure. So the last thing to talk about is some new weapons. It's hard to classify what really we need in a new Doom, because we got plenty of weapons, and I do like surprises, but I can't put my finger on what kind of weapon we could get. Apart from the fact that the main thing I want to see is, more like I said, the hellish weapons, and that's the only thing that I want to see. I mean, if I see other things as well, I'll probably be surprised and happy, which is cool. But out of the weapons that I want to see the most, I want to see something more demonic instead of UAC / sort of human built. I want to see what the demons can build. We've seen what kind of weapons they give to that Mancubi here, these big rockets. So what else can they build? What can Doomguy nick? It's soon hopefully find out. Hopefully we see something along them lines. So anyway, what do you think? What new weapons do you think we're going to see? I'm glad that they said we are going to see new weapons, so that even in the weapons, say you won't get stout instead of using the same weapons, even though they pretty much hit gold already with the weapons they've got. It's still cool to see them. So what do you think? Anything cool will come in? What weapons do you think? Maybe some weapons will even be deleted, who knows? Maybe the Gauss Cannon won't come back. I doubt it, but just let me know in the comments down below on what you guys are thinking, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.